So starting here, we've got a folder that's got a Yuka app in. The app allows you to be able to scan products and it lets you know how good or bad that is. It gives you a rating between 0 and 100, and it also gives you alternatives. So if you're scanning in a protein bar, it might offer different alternatives which would be healthier. So it's a good app to use. And then the other thing is a habit tracker. So you can download this or screenshot it. It is very useful to have a habit tracker for the 21 days and just tick off each day that you complete. If you slip up on a day, just leave it blank. We don't put crosses in there, we just do ticks. Ideally, we want to get ticks for the 7 days for each week, okay? It's a 21-day rolling detox. It starts on the 1st, it finishes on the 21st. And it's designed like that, one, because 3 weeks is a perfect amount of time to have a detox from something. So in this case, sugar. And then it's just rolling, it's not too extreme. So after the 21 days, it's looking at how we integrate sugar back into our lives. It's not about never eating sugar again, and there are going to be times when we do eat it. So it's just looking at how we move forward, and then going into the next month, just dialing it back in. Using the group, it's a community, using it for the accountability and the support and the friendships, and also the guidance and education in the community. So starting from today, we're just going to look at our current position, where you are in life right now. And I've just divided this into a few areas. So looking at your sleep, that's your duration. How many hours of sleep are you getting, and how is the quality? Are you waking up through the night, or do you just fall asleep and you sleep through the whole night? Your overall mood, are you low mood or are you feeling great? Where's your mood at the moment, and your emotional state? How is that sitting? And then stress. What is stress like in your life? Are you stressed out with work, relationships, family, just ongoing situation, or have you got zero stress? Are you nice and chilled? And what we're going to do, those areas there, we're just going to give ourselves a subjective grade between 1 and 10. 10 being this is where we want to be, 1 being a low score, and we're going to get a score out of 50. And just look at our current starting position. If we were starting this, I'm going to do a 21-day detox, 21-day cut sugar challenge, but I've got a lot of stress in my life. My mood is pretty low. My emotional state is I'm getting triggered by different things. If everything's in a poor starting point, sleep's the main one, then it's going to be so much harder than if we're coming into it, we're slept well, we're in a good state of mind, life is pretty good. So just bearing that in mind, because some people might go straight in for this challenge, but not be giving themselves the best chance, and then berating themselves if they're not able to stick to it in a way that they would like to. So once we've looked at our current state, we're just going to choose which tier we go for. So it's recruit, soldier, or warrior. Essentially, we want to be cutting out all ultra processed foods, all high sugar. So that's like no fizzy drinks, not talking about sparkling water. Obviously sparkling water's sound, we can keep that in, but cans of Coke, cans of Fanta, cans of Tango, Iron Brew if you're Scottish, all that sort of stuff. Cut that fizzy drink out, cut processed meats out, cut in low fat yogurts, and limit takeaways. For me, I don't eat takeaways, but I know that a lot of people do. So if you do munch on those takeaways, just limiting those down. Now the recruit is the easiest level. So if you tend to have sugar with your coffee, sugar with your tea, and you might want to switch that to a sweetener. Okay, so we can cut that sugar out, but we'll go to a sweetener. Maybe you like a sweet treat, so we're going to switch that to some fruit or something like that. Maybe having honey. So recruit, we're having still sweetness in there, but trying to get rid of that refined sugar. As we progress up to the soldier tier, we're going to limit the amount of sugar we're having, and we're not going to be having honey, and we're not going to be adding sweeteners to things. And then if we level up to warrior, we're really looking at trying to eat whole foods as much as possible. No fruit, no honey, no sweeteners. And the reason behind that is it takes 3 weeks to complete a dopamine detox. So if we're in a position where every time we're craving something sweet, instead of reaching for that chocolate bar, we're reaching for dates or for honey, we're still going to facilitate that craving response reward cycle. And that's what we really want to cut that. So obviously, depending on your starting position, and the tiers are flexible, you might want to go straight in at warrior, and then decide to go a little bit, be a little bit more lenient with things, or you might start at recruit and then think, no, this is easy. I'm already on warrior. So it is a flexible system. And then looking at mindset going into this, it's 21 days. Let's lock it in. 21 days, lock it in. Just show up every day. That's the most important thing. The only way to fail this is just to go quiet and to quit and to drift off into nothing. Ideally, just try and show up every day. One tip that we've had previously is putting your school app next to your Instagram app and just kind of having a saying, schooling, not scrolling. So before you go on Instagram, just jump on school and just try it. There's a leaderboard as well. So the more that you engage, the more that you post and comment and reply and like, the more active you are and more engaged you are, the higher that will rank you on the leaderboard. So a little bit of competition there if you want to get involved with that. But I would say just show up each day and just be honest. If you've had a slip, just be like, whoa, I've had a slip. But yeah, just be honest with it. And finally, yeah, just looking at consistency. Get that consistency in there. So showing up. I hope you enjoy the 21 days. I look forward to guiding us all through it and hoping to make some good. I never know how to finish these videos off. I'm looking forward to seeing you all over the 21 days.